Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I beg to get your attention. Madam Speaker, kindly lend me your ear. I rise under Standing Order number 223, which is Report on Select Committee. Madam Speaker, Standing Order number 223 reads as follows. Report of Select Committee shall be prepared and kept in the same form as the votes and procedures of a committee of the whole in such other form as may be prescribed. Number 2 states as follows. The report of a select committee having been adopted by a majority of the senators shall be signed by the chairperson on behalf of the committee. And then number 3, if the chairperson or vice chairperson is absent or is not readily available, the select committee shall nominate another member of the committee to sign the report. Madam Speaker, I want to stop on 223.2. Madam Speaker, the order that you've just mentioned, the report of the select committee was tabled in this house yesterday. But if you look at page 3 of that report was only adopted by 4 members, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. The total number of members who sit in a select committee are 9. So, Madam Speaker, this report cannot be discussed in this House. It is not properly before the House. It is against our standing orders. And we cannot, you had reiterated clearly that anything which is presented in this House cannot be rushed. And Madam Speaker, there is a big problem that we are facing where we rush things. And you know, traditionally, any amendments to our standing orders will not even apply in this House. So, Madam Speaker, I really would beg you to pay attention to what I'm saying, because I have the report here, and I stood on a very important standing order, and I can see the majority.
Senator,
yes.
Senator,
yes,
I am actually looking at that report as you're reading to internalize what you're arguing on the floor of the House.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, this report, I want to reiterate, that is not properly before this House. It hasn't been tabled properly in conformity with our standing orders. And this is the danger, Madam Speaker, of rushing to amend standing orders to be able to accommodate certain interests. The practice and traditions of this House, Madam Speaker, has been that whenever this committee, Procedures and Rules Committee, sits down to amend standing orders, they do not apply to this session. In fact, they apply to the next parliament. So that we don't change the rules of the game, midways. So, Madam Speaker, I'd like you to find that this report is not properly before this House, for it to go back. And I don't know what the standing orders say. Once you sneak in a report to the House, which has not been adopted, because this report has not been adopted, and we'll be violating our standing orders discussing a report which has only been signed by 4 members. Number 1, it has been signed by the chairperson, who is the Speaker of this House. Number 2, it has been signed by Senator Wakili Hilary Kiprotich Sigei, who is a member. Number 7, it was signed by Senator Sheikh Mohammed Abbas. And then number 8, it was signed by Senator Joseph Nyutu Nyungi, MP. This report